Hello, and welcome back to the final Yu-Gi-Oh! Local Chronicles of the year. This is going to be kind of more vlog style because, well, there's actually kind of all of us are going. A pretty big group of us are going. Like, those in my friend group that play, including myself, 6 of us are going. Two, I just dropped my towel. 2 other friends of one of my friends is coming down as well. So I reckon, all things going well, we might have about 13 to 14 players. So 4 rounds, which is good. But now, as well, it is on next week. But I'm not going. And I'm actually going to take my time with this. With this. So, with this video in terms of like editing and shit. So yeah, you'll see it when you see it. Definitely before the end of the year. I can tell you that much. But right now, I'm gonna shower because remember, Yu-Gi-Oh people, before going to locals, wash your damn ass.
But those who's hungry needs to go to grains and go grains and all that's missing.
Oh, fresh haircut guy.
What's up, man?
Sorry, bro.
What's up, George, man?
Oh my god.
Right, try not to miss, Josh. Oh shit!
Woo! Man, mate. Nice.
All right, Cully, you're up next.
Wait, so
Let me decide on my third one.
So the tree is so when I get
So close. Here, you can film me now.
okay.
started filming.
When do you want me to start?
It's already filming.
Put a selfie mode when it's on.
Jesus Christ, these holes are as tight as a nun's cunt.
You'd know.
So you're telling me you fingered a nun? Serious now. Why is it red? Is that on? Is that wrong?
Yeah, definitely. So I can use. Yeah, so that way I can use as a thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
close, but so far.
This is how it's done. With support.
What's the next song? I like this song.
That looks like a glitch. Hold on. You get to go again. It was a glitch. Yeah, so go again. Oh!
You take a picture of me while I'm
Oh yeah.
Fucking dual wielding here. What a load of bullshit. I already have 3 of that now. I don't need that. Ew. Round 1, I'm paired with my friend Gerald, who's playing Exodia. I win the die roll and opt to go first, as I'm playing a new deck and wanted to work out how to play it. I start by normal summoning Samsara D Lotus, use its effect to tribute itself to special summon a Yubel from deck, and Gerald chains Spooky Dogwood. I bring out Yubel, then I special summon Gruesome Grave Squirmer. I set 2 and pop my Yubel to special summon Unchained Soul of Shavara, which triggers Yubel's effect to bring out Terra Incarnate from deck. I then link in Shavara and Terra Incarnate into Rage, and then chainlink 1 Terror, chainlink 2 Shavara to set a trap from the deck, and then I bring out Yubel the Ultimate Nightmare and pass turn. My opponent draws for turn, and in main 1, he sends Heart of the Blue Eyes to grave to add Millennium Ankh to hand. He then activates the field spell to place a monster from his hand into the spell trap zone, then brings a Millennium monster out from the deck into the spell and trap zone. Gerald then activates Sangenjin, wakes from a Millennium to special summon it from the spell trap zone. By revealing Ankh, he doesn't have to pay the cost. He then adds Shield of the Millennium Dynasty to hand and uses its effect to place it in the spell trap zone, and then he special summon it but not paying cost since he revealed Ankh. From there, he adds another copy of Ankh to hand. Quick effect, I link Sangenjin and Rage into Anguish. Gerald then activates Ankh, revealing all 5 pieces of Exodia, in QCR mind you, to bring out Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate, and then moves to end phase and sets a trap off of an effect. Now Gerald could have gone into the battle phase and attacked, but what had happened was he had tried to go to the battle phase to attack one of my monsters, but then I used Rage's effect to link off, which he must have thought was in the battle phase, so he went to main phase 2. I draw for turn and draw into Throne, I believe. Now, I have misplayed here, simply because I found out about this in round 2, but I'll explain in a second. So I tried to use Anguish, but it gets impermed, but I still link into Access Go Talker with Anguish and one of my monsters, having it be then at 5300. Then I use its effect by banishing Anguish to pop the shield, which puts it back into the spell and trap zone, and then activate Super Polymerization, pitching 1 card from hand, and bringing out Yubel, the Loving Defender, by using one of my Yubel monsters and his Exodia. Then I hit him for 5300. Now, how I misplayed here was I should have just used Super Polymerization first burned him for 1500 from Loving Defender, 500 per material used, then made Access Go Talker and hit for another 5300, but I'm still new to the deck, and I pass turn and bring back Samsara D Lotus, but I might have misplayed with that one as I forgot to do it turn 1. Gerald draws for turn and activates Shield's effect, revealing Ankh in his hand to special summon it. He then searches and I chain Chamber to bring back Rage. On res of the search, I use the quick effect to link into Nightmare Unicorn. Gerald then activates Ankh, revealing all 5 pieces of Exodia and brings out another copy of Exodia Incarnate. And then he activates Exiled Fires of Rage, blowing up my field. Gerald then activates Obliterate Blaze, getting rid of the rest of the cards in my field, and takes down game 1. Game 2, I opt to go first, but in standby phase I get shifted. I activate Opening of the Spirit Gates and add Dark Beckoning Beast to hand, and then activate Nightmare Pain and destroy Yubel and make a misplay. So after destroying Yubel, I use her effect to special summon Terra Incarnate, then add Spirit of Yubel to hand, which the special summon I could not do as Yubel and her other forms missed timing due to them being when effects and not an if effect. A normal summon Dark Beckoning Beast, search another copy of itself, then link into Yama, adding Shavara to hand, and destroy Terra Incarnate and bring out Ultimate Nightmare. I set one and then link into Rage and pass turn. Gerald draws for turn, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I lose. He does the usual Exodia plays and kills me.
Never use a hair this when you're a minute on the camera. So who won game 1? You won game 1? Oh, okay. I didn't even realize he was thinking. I was like, you have to do damage. You have to do damage. He said, oh no, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything.
There it is.
I always needed time. To be honest, yeah.
Round 2, I'm paired with Jamie against his Mimighoul deck, which this is the 4th time we've dueled, and I've beaten this deck twice already and lost once, so let's see how I fare with the new deck. I win the die roll and opt to go first. I open very unplayable. I set one and pass. Jamie draws for turn, and I'm not going to drag out game 1 as I scooped, as my opening hand was Yubel Terra Incarnate, Unchained Soul Shavara, Ash, and Imperm. Game 2 I opt to go first again, and this time I open playable. I start by activating Throne and using its effect destroying Yubel, which triggers her effect to special summon Terra Incarnate. I then activate Mature Chronicle, which I suppose I should have activated first to gain a counter. I then activate Nightmare Pain and pop Terra Incarnate and get hit with a draw, which does stop me from using Throne. I normal summon Samsara D Lotus, use its effect to tribute itself to special summon from deck Spirit of Yubel, gaining a counter on Chronicle, which I remove to special summon Yubel from grave, and move to end phase, chainlink 1 Yubel, chainlink 2 Lotus to special summon itself since I control a Yubel, and Jamie then chains Valor as chainlink 3, targeting Yubel. Jamie draws return, sets 2, and normal summons Mimighoul Dragon and attempts to activate its effect to search, which I ash. He then activates Triple Tactics Talents, takes my Yubel. He then links into Relinquish Anima and tries to steal Lotus, which I use its effect to tribute itself to change the effect to destroy a Yubel on field, destroying Spirit, which triggers the field spell, so I add a Yubel monster to hand from grave. He then links into SP and banishes my Nightmare Pain and passes turn. I draw for turn and remove one of the counters on Chronicle to bring back Spirit and pass turn, forgetting about its special summon effect. Jamie draws for turn and banishes one of my guys from graveyard to special summon Bestial Magma Hunt, then activates Mimighoul Room to special summon a Mimighoul, and then flips Spirit face down. Then Dragon searches for the field spell, and he activates it to search Mimighoul Maker, and activates it, revealing 2, and I choose which to have set on my field, and he special summons Slime to his field. He then overlays into Giant Mimighoul, using its effect to search, then he detaches 1 to pop Throne and Chronicle. He sets 1 pass. I draw for turn, flip up Spirit, and special summon Grave Squirmer, attempt to use its effect but get met with an Imperm. He then activates Mimighoul Room, giving me Slime and setting my Spirit again. I pass turn. Jay draws for turn, and I'm not going to drag this out any longer. I do lose. He does more Mimighoul plays, and on my next turn I do Super Poly his whole board, which is when I learned that I can do that. but in the end I just didn't see an out, so I'm currently X2 with the new deck. Okay, so far, not looking too great with the new deck. 2 losses already. Hopefully things are going to turn around. Round 3, I was paired up against someone who, of course, I did not film the duel because I just wouldn't feel comfortable filming them for the duel. But it was a quick 2-0 win. I Gustav maxed them twice, I think. And I done, it was I think it was overnight. There's like 18 minutes left in time, and so then of course I went and grabbed the drink, and then round 4. So now I'm 1-2. So I'm thinking there's a few people who have the same record as me that I could be paired up against. Like my friend Cully, he was 1-2 at the time. My friend Owen, he was also 1-2 at the time. So I was hoping that I'd get paired up with Owen because he'd be an easy victory. However, once again, for the final round of locals, I get paired up with Steven, who again is on Raziel, which he also has, like I said, that Gamba card in it. I forget the name of it. I always forget the name of it. Anyway, round 1 lasted, I want to say 34 minutes. And that's just simply because this deck, Ubel at this point, it can grind. Like my deck really can grind. It's just because I'm missing a lot of cards like Phantom of Ubel and stuff like that. And I've only literally just picked the deck up today. It's hard to look at it and, try to see like what do I have for like a win con here. And like I was, blazing through my resources here. And then of course, because he plays toy box in his list, so every time I try to attack, boom, toy box to prevent me. But in the end, I managed to get the W. Again, I think I Gustav maxed him at some point for the victory. So game 2, we're down to 11 minutes, and we are both exhausted at this point because 4 rounds plus the fact that the game 1 lasted as long as it did. Because Stevie lost, he chose to go first. He does his plays. I see my opening hand, and I see super polymerization. I was like, oh, please let me get a Ubelin to draw, because I also opened Samsara D Lotus. So I'm like, okay, that's good. I can normal summon that as long as it doesn't get negated. I can tribute it to special summon a Ubel. And that's what happens. I draw for turn. I think I drew into the field spell. So then I activate the field spell. I get it. I summon Samsara D. I tribute it. Thankfully, it goes through. I Ubel his board. He brings back one of his guys. And then it's just, as time is ticking down here, I get some chip damage in. And then I pass back to him. He starts to do his plays. If he tries to attack me, because I do have, I think it's a normal Ubel I have left on field at this point. I do have Spirit of Ubel in hand, so I can, special summon that if he tries to attack. And then time gets called, and because I had the higher life, I win. So that's a 2-2 record with the brand new deck, which, you know, for the list that I'm playing, which obviously I'm not going to show in this video, because it'll be as long, going off of game 1 and 2 and how long that's going to take me to watch it, to script and stuff, which is why this is out at a later time than you know, the normal Wednesday upload. I don't intend to show off a deck profile, but for the next time, because I'm not going next on the 29th, it'll definitely be the new year. So the Ubel list will be a profile in the new year. Because again, I was so surprised that I was only like missing 3 cards from the extra deck, and like 1 from the main deck to make this playable. But I'm going to be throwing in a whole bunch of more Unchained stuff to hopefully bolster this up. Well, that is going to be it. That is the last of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Local Chronicles for this year. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the vlog style of it as well. Yeah, I'll catch you all in the new year for another deck profile, but also as well the return of the Local Chronicles series. Maybe in the new year I might end off the Local Chronicles and start a new Road to series, like Road to Regionals or something like that. But we'll of course cross that road in the new year. But anyway, thank you all for the love and support of this past year, and I shall catch you all on the next upload.